Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to Late Night Crypto Talk with Brandon Ivey. We're going to get started in just one more minute. I hope you guys have had a great Saturday. I know a lot of you might be watching the fight, Canelo and somebody else. I don't know who, I can care less. I did watch, with no shame, I did watch the Mayweather and McGregor fight. I didn't have to pay for it, but yeah, I did watch it. But I can care less about Canelo and whatever fight tonight. They're not putting money in my pocket. But this is Late Night Crypto Talk that we're going to be talking about. The topic of that is MLM industry. You know, I have been running my mouth for the last week or so, and I guess I rubbed some people the wrong way. They think that I have been bashing the MLM industry. In fact, I quote, one person said, "Brandon, how can you bash an industry that has been so good to you? How can you bash that industry?" And my question, where have I been bashing it? I guess if you're not allowed to have constructive criticism, and any constructive criticism is seen as bashing. You see that in politics as well. I definitely do not want to go that route. People look at politics as a religion, and religion even worse. So we're not going to go that route. But same can also be said in the MLM industry, and whether you like it or not, certain companies foster a culture that is almost a cult-like mentality. I've been in them before. It's almost so you get very, very defensive if it is seen or perceived as being under attack. So I want to have a quick little discussion about that as we talk about late night crypto talk. Anytime you hear me mention or talk about MLM, it is not me bashing the industry at all. It is me speaking reality, me speaking on facts, and where I personally believe the industry is today, and where I personally believe it's going to be tomorrow. It's going to change whether you like it or not. This is a fact. It is unavoidable, and it is already taking place. It's the people who's making a lot of money in the industry that haven't figured it out yet. I'm talking about my 7-figure earners in other network marketing companies. They just haven't figured it out yet. But time will tell. They eventually will. So I want to qualify. The MLM industry has been very good to me. My senior year at Morehouse College, I was 22 years old when I was approached to it for the very first time. I remember it was snowing, and my buddy Robert Brown picked me up in his car. He had a 2-seater and somehow managed to fit 4 people in the car. And we all drove down to College Park at the hotel by the airport. And I went to my very first meeting, and I remember the individual doing that presentation. His name was Darren Elijah for a company called ACN. And I had never heard of the concept before of leveraging other people's time. You see, I was always taught that if you want to have financial freedom in America, there's a couple of things that you must do. That's go to school, get good grades, and get a good, safe, secure job, a job that will take care of you for the rest of your life. That's what I was taught. I was not taught about how to become an entrepreneur, how to start your own business, how to leverage money rather than your own time. See, I was taught to trade time for money. I got to work 40 hours a week to make money. So when I saw the network marketing industry, and I don't even want to say it as that way. I want to call it the MLM industry because they are separate. They are separate. You can do network marketing outside of MLM. So I want to focus on the MLM side of things. That stands for multi-level marketing. And during those days, all people thought of was pyramid and pyramid scheme. Again, lack of knowledge and lack of information. It's just a structure. It's not a pyramid scheme. A pyramid scheme is when you're trading money without the exchange of goods, product, or services. It's called a scheme and illegal because it cannot be tracked by the government. Therefore, the government can't tax it. But MLM is not illegal. It's not a pyramid scheme. It is a way of doing business by leveraging other people. It's what your job does to you right now, because if you're a CEO of a company, you've got all these people below you that's working for you, so you can be on the golf course making 100 times more than they're making. Tyrone, a newcomer wants to get it in starting with a 10-10, eager to learn the business. I'll get to that in a moment, Tyrone. That's not the topic of this, but hey, I'm not going to turn down your money. Hold that 10-10. We'll speak on that at the end. I want to make a point here. We're talking about am I bashing the MLM industry? So that's what I saw my very first meeting, and I was blown away. I'd never heard of that before. See, if you're working 40 hours a week, and what happens if you get fired, if you get laid off, you get sick, your income stops. But what if you had 100 people on your team, and 10% of them can't perform that week? You still have 90% income coming in. The whole idea of residual income was the selling factor. Do something one time and get paid on it over and over and over again. So you can be on the beaches of the world and you still have money coming in for you without you doing anything. But stuff is still going on. Somebody is still working. Let's not gloss over this fact. You may not have to work anymore, but your organization still needs to work to sell products so that you still have that residual income coming in. It's not necessarily like the entertainment industry. When Will Smith did Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, he doesn't have to reshoot it. All they have to do is play it on TV. In network marketing or MLM, even if you stop working, people on your team still need to be producing. Because if they stop working, your income stops as well. People still need to purchase the product, the goods and the services. I think that's one aspect that should be highlighted in any MLM presentation when you want to highlight true residual income. But let's talk about the part where people think that I'm bashing the industry. Because that was the 90s and maybe the beginning of the 2000s. That is no longer the case today. When you look at network marketing right now. Sorry, hold on one second. People are blowing me up right when I'm doing a live. Doing a Facebook live right now. One sec. So, let's look at network marketing today and why I have concern. Is it okay that I can say I have concern for the MLM industry? I mean, are you going to call me saying I'm bashing it by saying that? So here's my concern about the industry today. In the United States, there's too much choice, first and foremost. There's too much choice. Some might think that's a good thing. Hear why it is not. Everything that I learned today, I learned because of a company called ACN. Even though I didn't make a whole lot of money. And why? One, because I wasn't a quitter. And back in those days when you weren't making money, you only had two choices. The first choice was to quit and go back to your 9-to-5 job. The second choice was to go ahead, put your head down, get more into personal development and training, better your skills, become a leader. And that might take you time to do. It might take you 3 to 5 years. That's the choice I made. But when you look at today, there's more than two choices for somebody that's struggling in their company. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 choices, because the internet is giving you access to everything that's out there, and there's competition. And if things aren't going your way, in other words, you didn't become a millionaire in your first 3 months, because you know how people are. I'm not making any money. You only been in for 3 months. But when that happens and they go on social media and they see their buddy posting about another company, talking about making a whole lot of money without having to do nothing, come join me, what does that individual do? What choice do you think they're going to make? 1, they can quit and go back to their job. Are they going to make that choice? No. 2, they could put their head down, learn their skill and their company better so that they could be a better marketer. Do you think they're going to do that? No, that sounds like too much work. They're going to take the easy way. I'm going to go join another company that's promising me more money and I don't have to work as hard. That's the route most people choose to take. That's the trap that Americans are living in today in MLM. And they play musical chairs and they're joining company after company after company over and over again. This is the little guy. And in each one, they're not making any money. They're joining on hype. But they believe in the concept, so they never give up and quit. They just keep hopping around. If you are a top leader, here's what happens to you. Your so-called residual income, you lose it every 3 to 6 months. Because to keep it going, you're going to have to continually recruit and build a new team and organization every 3 to 6 months just to maintain what you have. Heaven forbid you were to go on the beaches of the world, take a break, not do any recruiting. What happens to your income? It stops. I don't know about you, but that sounds like you're back on a 9-to-5 job, and that defeats the entire purpose of MLM. The whole point was to be able to do something one time, walk away, and still have a sizable income coming in. That's no longer the case in the United States. As far as I'm concerned, MLM is dead. People just haven't figured it out yet. Or in other words, the 7-figure earners out there, my peers, haven't figured it out yet. Here's when they will figure it out. When the creep up effect starts to happen. When their money is being impacted. Because they're not making any money, as much money as they were before. See, I was playing this game for 4 years. The last 4 years. And I got burnt out. I got tired of it. I got tired of doing everything that I'm supposed to do at the top of my game. And not being able to duplicate, not because the system's bad or the product is bad or the company is bad, because you're dealing with people, and people you cannot control. And when they're given a choice of grass is greener somewhere else, not only will they leave and join another company, they will turn around and shoot you a link and say, you need to sign up with me, check this company out. After you spent 3 to 4 months training them. I see you, Jonathan. So everything that I am stating is not bashing MLM. I am speaking factually. This is the truth. I challenge any 7-figure income earner out there to challenge me on this point. We can have a Zoom hangout, we can have a Google, we can have a webinar, we can have a conference call if you want to discuss it. I've been a top income earner in multiple companies. I hit the top position of multiple companies. I've been the top recruiter of multiple companies. And I've been on the corporate side as VP of Sales and Marketing. I have 18 years experience. I am not just some Joe Blow speaking nonsense. I'm speaking factually. I seriously doubt any of them will take me up on that offer of a challenge. Because if they do, I'm going to end up exposing them and their company. To make it even worse, the FTC has made it more difficult on us, stating that 50% of all income has to be coming from consumer sales outside of your team and organization. And I'm telling you right now, 90% of all the top leaders right now is making 90% of their money off their organization and maybe their organization's customers as well, not their own. Because it is almost impossible for you to earn a full-time income just selling the product without having to recruit. Don't believe the hype on anybody that's trying to sell you on that. That is not me bashing MLM. That is me saying facts, factual truth. Jill said, challenge. I challenge them. I challenge you. Oh, I look forward to have somebody want to challenge. And you know, there are people that will challenge me behind the scenes. Brandon, I'm making $400,000 a month. What are you talking about? Congratulations, you are. What's your team doing? And how long is that going to go on? There is an exception to every rule. You want to know what that exception is? You got to have an international organization. Because internationally, they're about 7 to 10 years behind what the United States networkers are doing. If you have an international organization, you're good. You're good to go. If you don't, you will not have an organization for long in the United States. And again on that, I challenge any 7- and 8-figure earner in the MLM industry to challenge me on these facts. I don't care what company it is. Genes, TLC, Organo Gold, Longevity, ACN, any of them. Any of the top leaders. To counter what I am sharing here. That doesn't mean it's all doom and gloom. What it means is that the industry itself, it's time to adapt. It's time to change. It's time to have a new message. The product and services are fantastic, but no longer can we share that the majority of you are going to be able to earn a full-time income from your company. That's a pipe dream. It's not factual. Is it possible? Yes. Is it probable? Absolutely not. You will have a couple of superstars that make waves in their first 6 months to a year, and then it dies. So how can the industry adapt? Here's how it adapts. We change the product. We focus more on the network marketing side than the MLM side. You know what change I'm having? I'm changing the industry, but I am keeping network marketing. Meaning I am not in the MLM product-driven side anymore. I'm moving to the crypto side of things and bringing my network marketing skill set with me. And after 30 days, I have proven that it can work. See, the one thing about cryptocurrency, you don't need a lot of money. You don't need much money at all. You don't need to have the skill set to be able to recruit. I have a guy on my team right now who made almost $900 today and hasn't recruited a single person. Why? Because he let his money work for him. How would you like to be able to make MLM money without having to build an MLM team and organization? In MLM, if you want to be able to earn $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 a month consistently, you better have 5, 10, 15,000 people on your team on auto ship. See, how about, and the FTC is now forcing this on the MLM industry. No more auto ships. No more binaries. No more forcing people to have to purchase product every single month to get paid. The FTC is forcing that. Eventually, every network marketing company or MLM company is going to have to follow suit. You saw what happened to Vima. The first company that is doing it the right way, because they're forced to, is Body Pro. You got to look at BK Barenko, what he's doing. All the other companies are going to have to follow suit. But when you look at cryptocurrency, there's no monthly auto ship. It's free to sign up and join, depending on the company you're looking at. You don't need to recruit anybody. It's a completely different mindset. It's about allowing your money to work for you. What's the product? Your money is the product. This is not MLM. This is not we're taking new money to paid old money. This is your money working for you on your behalf like the banks do. Not taking new money to pay other people. This is not Zeke rewards. or whatever other Ponzi schemes or scams that's out there. You're in the financial world now. Cryptocurrency and the technology behind it, the blockchain, is revolutionizing the world. And I have a prediction. Every single MLM company out there within the next 6 months to a year, or I'll say by the end of 2018, will be either offering this as an option, or they will force it on their entire field that they're going to start taking payments of their products and services in Bitcoin, and they're going to start paying out commissions in Bitcoin, and they're going to require you guys to open up a Bitcoin wallet. So one way or another, you will be forced to be a part of this. Again, I am not bashing the MLM industry. I am stating a fact on what is taking place, and it is my opinion. But I think I'm very close to being correct here. And I challenge any seven-figure, any other earner out there to challenge me on this. And I am taking my network marketing skills out of the MLM space and moving it into the cryptocurrency space, where over the last 30 days I was able to earn almost $5,000 just testing the system. I only enrolled 43 people. And not all 43 people even funded their account. What do you think is going to happen if I enroll 500 or 1,000 or 5,000 like I'm used to doing? As a group, we did over $100,000 in volume in our first 30 days. And that's what happened with two major events happening to us. The system going down for 3 to 4 days because we got hacked. And Jamie Dimon from JP Morgan running his mouth talking about Bitcoin is a scam, and then turns around and buys the dip. You guys see that? He fooled everybody. He made a multi-billion-dollar move by calling Bitcoin a scam, letting it drop, and then spent millions buying up the Bitcoin markets. He even said himself he believes Bitcoin will be worth $100,000 a coin. He spent millions on it, buying it at when it was only at about $2,900, $3,000 per coin. That's going to go down in history as one of the most ballsy moves that made him the most amount of money in a 48-hour time period. As Bill Gates says, Bitcoin is going nowhere. So what do we need to do? Stop spinning your wheels. If you're putting all your time in MLM, you know what? I got to be careful saying this. Let me rephrase this. Take account to what your personal financial goals are. Look at what you're currently doing and have a serious talk to see if what you're currently doing is going to get you there. I love the MLM industry. I love the product and services that have changed people's lives, from weight loss to skincare products to technology. I believe in the product and services. What I have doubt in is your ability to earn a full-time income for the most amount of people. Not your gurus out there that can do one email blast and people follow them. I'm talking about starting from scratch to keep it going in the United States without having to have an international organization. Are there people doing it? Yes. Yes, there are. But the industry is moving away from that. And it's time to adapt. And I made the shift from MLM to cryptocurrency. And I will make 7 figures within the next 12 months. And I will also help dozens of people do the exact same thing, as there are people on our team who's already making more money than me. And I'm going to keep talking about this message because MLM is near and dear to me, and the people involved are, until people start to wake up. It's time to wake up. So with that, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your evening. Someone had asked about their 1010. Go to bitcoinbrandon.com. Bitcoin Brandon. Let me just type it in here. www.bitcoinbrandon.com. We did $100,000 in volume over the last 30 days. Our goal is by the end of October to do $500,000 in volume. And then from that step, by the end of the year, to do $1 million in volume. $1 million in volume will be paying our team over $300,000 a month in commissions. Do you want the money? Because somebody's going to be earning that money. Who is it going to be? Right now, the team is already doing about over $30,000 a month in commissions. Somebody's getting paid. It might as well be you. You can start off as low as $100. There's no monthly auto ship. You can start off as low as $100 and scale your way up. If you want to at least really start to see something serious, at least start with $1,000. You're letting your money work for you. Start to build your crypto portfolio. That's something we don't talk about in MLM, building your portfolio, because we're so afraid of people joining multiple companies. Start to build your portfolio. The foot is on the gas, people. We have 30 days of results, 30 days of proof. I made $5,000 in 30 days and haven't even really started yet. Get in the game. This is Bitcoin Brandon. Go to bitcoinbrandon.com to get signed up. Every day that you don't take action, you're losing money. One of my guys made $900 just today. Get in the game. Don't be a witness, be a player. Bitcoin Brandon out. Bye-bye.